Hello guys, welcome back to this lesson and today we're going to be learning the HTML basics from beginner to pro with no prior experience. First of all, we're going to be looking at what HTML is. HTML basically stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It's a foundational standard language used to create and structure web pages. HTML is a markup language, not a program language. There are programming languages like Python, C++, C Hash, but HTML isn't one of them. HTML is a markup language, not a programming language. It tells the browser how to display content using elements and tags. HTML basically provides the skeleton structure of every website on the internet. Like in this website, the skeleton, not the styles, this skeleton. Like for example, you see the H1 here, it provides skeleton structure and the tags. You can see a heading is here, a heading is also here. Next, the three pillars of web. The three pillars of web are basically HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML defines the headings, paragraphs, images, and raw content. Like you can see in this website, the headings, the paragraphs, the images, and raw content, like this raw content is headings, paragraphs, and images. Next is CSS. CSS basically is the appearance, styles, colors, fonts, layout, and responsive design. As you can see here, the color of this text, Ravel text, the color is dark blue. The color of the background color of the navbar is dark blue also, but this one is kind of light but a bit dark. Yes, so is what they use to color this text is CSS. What they use to make the text is HTML. Next is JavaScript. JavaScript has interactivity, animations, and dynamic features. Like when you click on this button, it takes you here to JavaScript. Click on the button, it takes you. It's loading. It's JavaScript that adds the interactivity. Next, we're going to be creating our first HTML file. What is a HTML file, first of all? You probably ask. An HTML file is basically a container stored on your computer holding code or text data. Also, whenever you're creating an HTML file, you must end with .html extension. It tells the operating system and browser that the file contains a web code and HTML code. So code editors use the code editor we are going to be using powerful tools like VS Code to write and organize your code efficiently. If you don't have VS Code, check the description. You see the download link for VS Code, Visual Studio Code. What we are going to be doing right now is we're going to add File Explorer, open File Explorer. Now go to anywhere you want to create it. Right click, new, then folder. I want to document. You can name it my first website. So we have created the folder. Is in our document right now. Now, if you haven't installed VS Code, like I've said, go check out the description. So open VS Code, Visual Studio Code. When you open Visual Studio Code, you go to File and click on Open Folder, or you just see in the home page Open Folder. If you don't see Open Folder in the home page, go to File at the top, or you might see three dots if you are using another PC. So you click on Open Folder. I mean three lines. So click on that three lines, then click on File, then Open Folder. Next, we're going to select the folder. Right now I'm in download, so let me go back to Documents and click on the folder I created just now, my first website. That's it here. Select folder. This folder is currently empty. As you can see in our panel, there's nothing in the folder. If you are for some reason in this search place or anywhere here, just click here to go back to where I am here. Next, we need to create a file. Like I said, it must always end with .html extension. You can name it anything you want, but make sure it ends with .html. Index, if we do like this, if we do it just like this index, it won't work because it doesn't end with the extension .html. Then click on enter. Now, as you can see, we've created our HTML file. Next is basically the HTML simple skeleton. To generate the HTML simple skeleton, just press Shift and 1. Shift and 1. So in this Shift and 1, you'll see the code that's going to generate. Just press Shift and 1, then enter. Then this skeleton gets generated for you. You can see. Yes, the skeleton gets generated for you. So next, we want to learn what this title tag does. This title tag and this head tag. Go to your file explorer first of all, then run your code. If you don't have autosave on, you can on it from here, autosave. I already have it on, or you can just press Ctrl S manually. So go to my first website, open. Sorry about that. Open it wherever you want to put it. I'm gonna put it here, in this window. Okay, sorry, this. I'm gonna put it in this window. As you can see, it's blank. It's just blank. This head, this is basically a tag. A tag is just this. The opening bracket and closing bracket. The opening bracket, the name of your tag, any name. The name of your tag, name of tag, but because there are specific tags, the name of tag and closing bracket, then open another bracket, then write again, open another bracket slash the name of your tag. So this is basically a tag. A tag is a tag. The opening tag, which is this, while the closing tag carries this slash here. So this is a tag. Can clean this code. When I say enter inside this head tag, I basically mean in the middle of the head tag, you can see the opening tag is here and the closing tag is here. So in the middle, you can enter in the middle when I say enter. The head tag is basically where we add our links, our title. That's where we add our links. For example, we want to link a file to its CSS. We add it inside the head tag, which is here. Just add link inside the head tag. Next, we're going to be looking at this title. This title, what it does. As you can see, currently is documents. When we go to our Chrome, you can see here is documents. If you want to change it to something like my, just remove the document and change it to my first website. Go back to your Chrome. You can see the title on the top change to my first website. Go back to your VS Code. Next is what we add inside the body tag. What we add inside the body tag is basically what the users are going to see. So we're going to be looking at that here in this example. HTML headings, which we are going to be looking at what the user sees in the browser. Headings create visual structure for readers and search engines. They create visual structure for readers and search engines. That's what headings do. So we can test this code. To create an heading tag, there's only from H1 down to H6. From H1 to H6. To create an edit tag is H1, then press enter. That's the shortcut. But if you want to create it manually, a tag, you have to create a tag, guys, right? You open the tag, create the opening tag. Okay, VS Code already closed it for me. So VS Code should already close it for me. Then you close the tag, then you do slash H1. VS Code already still closed it for me. So you can write anything inside this H1 tag. Like you say, I this is heading 1. Go back to your Chrome, refresh the page. This is heading 1. If you are not using autosave, make sure you press Ctrl S, then refresh your page. This is heading 1. As you can see, it's a very big text. This is heading 1. If there's also other headings, like it's only from H1 to H6. H2 tag, just write H2, then enter. VS Code automatically does it for you. The H2 tag, it basically is smaller than the H1 tag. This is heading 2. Refresh the page. You can see this is heading 1, this is heading 2. You guys just note the difference here in 10 seconds. Okay, let me spill the answers out. The H1 tag is bigger than the heading 2, which is the H2 tag. So you can just be writing H3. This is heading 3. H4. This is heading 4. H4. This is heading 4. H5. This is heading 5. Then H6. This is heading 6. So we're stopping at H6 because if we do H7, it's not going to work. VS Code isn't going to show any suggestion. As you can see, H7, it's not working. So refresh the page. You can see this is heading 1, this is heading 2, this is heading 3, this is heading 4, this is heading 5, and this is heading 6. You could play around with this. Next, we're going to the paragraphs and line breaks. Paragraphs are basically, they use the P tag, while the line breaks are BR break. BR, yes, BR to break the line. So what I'm supposed to do here, for example, we'll put a paragraph here. P, I like the class. You can see it's a paragraph. It doesn't have any font width. It's a paragraph. I like the class. Also do I also learned from the class. Refresh. Yes, this is it. But if you want to add everything in one paragraph tag, just paste this here. I also like the class. It will be on the same line. You can see on the same line, but to break it is B. To break it, B R break. You can see I like the class. I also learned from the class. You broke the line, so there is it. This paragraph and line break. Next is HTML comments. HTML comments are basically, for example, you don't want users to see the text in your code. For example, you don't want them to see this headings H6. What you just do, press control and slash to bring up this code for you. And VS Code will make it blur so that you know that it's a comment. So go back. You're seeing this currently. This is heading 6. Or when you refresh, you don't see it. But this is heading 6. It's still in the code. It's in the code, but it's not shown because it's commented using HTML comments. You can uncomment that, control slash again to uncomment it. Now it shows. So make sure you guys solve the questions for this lesson. There are 3 questions for this lesson. Solve them. Question 1, what does HTML stands for? Question 2, which tag creates a standard text paragraph? Question 3, are HTML comments visible? I'm going to be showing the answers in 10 seconds. Yeah, these are the answers. If you got it right, if you got the answers right, just say in the comment that you got it right. So, peace.